Victoria, I'm a freshman finance major, and I can sleep for more than 12 hours at a time. True. I'm Sierra.
With Sierra, I wasn't expecting it as much, but I can see in her personality why she did that. And I actually didn't know that Sierra is in Air Force ROTC, and I think she's a very strong competitor.
All right. Well, as I
feel like a lot of people might see me as weak, so I have to make sure I can work out my alliances and really strategize well to keep on playing and go far in the game. I think it was pretty obvious that the other team was the more athletic, jockey kind of type of team, and we were maybe the breast, everyone else. But we bonded pretty well. We knew each other's names immediately.
one of the consequences that we're going to learn today is that the leaders are now going to switch tribes.
The thing about Sierra being our leader, I kind of like that better. But then like Harry is like, ugh! like on coke in a good way, but kind of also that way. So
yeah, there's no way he's gonna listen to anyone else except for Katie. Like they are so tight.
Katana is provocative. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm not gonna learn your name.
Honestly,
we tried to learn everyone's name, and we went around like repeating everyone's name. And she was like, "Oh, I'm not gonna remember your names." Like she didn't put any effort into that. I just really felt like she didn't give any effort to bond with us already.
For Team Ukatana, we have Victoria and Katie. For Team Rafiki, we got two guys, Kanae and Matt. So 2 girls against 2 guys. Survivors ready? Go! Katie gets a good jump on it. Kanae slips. And now here comes Kanae and Matt. Victoria's pulling hard. Katie working. Victoria's on the ground. Here come Kanae and Matt. They got too much strength. And they... they're still fighting. And they got it. They got it. Good fight though.
he didn't even touch the thing. I don't even know if he knows what it feels like. I don't even know if there's any mud on him right now. So he said that his one thing was that he was fast. But how come little Miss Maria came up and took the thing before you touched it?
Are we on Charlie or Victoria?
Well, we gotta figure out one of those two.
It's one of those two. Those are really good options. Yeah.
I think Victoria.
Yeah, I think she does too. I mean, I went up with her and it wasn't great, of course, but I do think that she has stuff.
When you go up in a challenge and it's literally all you have to do is grab the thing to even give a fight, and he missed it. He missed it.
Victoria, she seems kind of smart, so like she might have she brings that to the table. But I don't know, Charlie he didn't talk at all. Like he wasn't good in the challenge, and I just feel like he doesn't bring much to the table. So we decided to go with Charlie.
Victoria and Fluke know each other.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, they were walking away together.
They're friends. So
Okay,
They all live on my floors.
Okay.
Literally, our team is broken up into 3 different parts. We have the Quidditch people who are like, oh, we play Quidditch, we're so close. There's LP2, which is me, Zach, and Victoria. Which, let's be real, we have the bronze and the brains, okay? And we can back it up. And then we have the irrelevance. Sorry, but we do.
Foluke, she's a very eager person. A lot of people are easily angered by her, and I feel like that might put a target on my back, just being allied with her.
So, we need to start by getting rid of some of the people who are holding us back, which honestly, I'm sorry, Charlie, but it's you. And so we're gonna get rid of him, but next time I'm going for Katie, because I'm not in Hogwarts, like this is Maryland, this is Survivor, and we're about to win, so...
We are good friends, but I don't always agree with a lot of her views, and so sometimes when she gets into one of her rants, I'll just be like, oh yeah, I see what you're talking about, but sometimes I won't always agree.
We need to figure out what to do, like, tomorrow.
Oh, here we go. You get together and you say, yeah, let's work together, blah, blah, blah. Charlie takes an unfortunate mishap and leaves the group. But then you and Terry look at each other and say, boo-hoo-hoo. You wait approximately half a day and say, look, Fluke and Zack are on our side. I think it'd be really great if we go to Alliance. You act like you're coming to our side. Terry follows you. We have the winning alliance. Next person to leave is Katie. We win the rest of our matches, and then we make it to the merge, and then Harry goes because Eric knocks him out for some magic reason. And then we win. All 3 of us together.
You're already completely splitting the team
team
down
is
the
already
middle.
split.
That's what you think.
I just think it's alright.
Have you talked to them?
I'm pretty sure it is. Like,
What?
honestly, the fact that, like, when
You mean the
Holli-
Quidditch?
Yeah.
They're meeting up and they're gonna take him in.
Yeah.
We want Terry. We were the first ones to talk to him. We deserve him.
But if
And he looks smart.
There's a lot more strategy in this game than I'd previously imagined. This is like the first day and I'm already in two completely separate alliances.
So basically, there's the alliance between me, you, and the Quidditch 3.
Yeah.
But then there's also an alliance between me, Victoria, and Foluke.
Okay, so you guys are tight.
Yeah.
And Foluke won't flip, because I
Yeah.
know she likes...
And Victoria and Foluke want to bring you on.
Okay, good.
But I think we should make an alliance.
Okay.
Just us two.
Yeah, definitely.
And don't tell either team what's going on. We're both on the Quidditch team, but we're also both on Foluke. and
Okay,
Victoria.
good, because I felt like we were at the bottom because they're Quidditch went to 5.
Yeah, I didn't want you to talk to Victoria until you talked to me.
Yeah. That's why I kind of avoided both.
Yeah, so don't tell them that you're on the Quidditch also.
Okay.
I'm worried about Zack and Foluke.
Have you talked to them?
I have a little bit.
Okay, so are you guys in an alliance or anything?
Not formally, no.
Okay, so do you want to try and set something up?
Yeah, okay. I think that's probably would be possible.
I guess she's trying to play dumb with me and I'm playing dumb with her. And she thinks she has me under her thumb. And that's kind of aggravating, but gotta deal with it and play the game.
Do you think the Quidditch people are gonna vote other ways then? Because that's kind of my fear.
I mean,
because
it doesn't. If we can build a 4 alliance, then it doesn't really matter what they do.
Okay.
We were all really worried about him. I guess it's kind of a relief to know that he's on our side.
Harry brought over one of his closest allies, so that was someone like who was initially our enemy, and like we didn't really need to think about. And then she's on our team already in allegiance with him. Like, there's no way she's gonna betray him. He literally brought her with him.
Katie, she and Harry are way too close. So I think maybe not having that, breaking up that alliance as soon as possible would probably be the best. But I don't really know how to approach the situation right now because I know that Foluke and Zack both want to vote him off.
So my gut instinct was to get rid of Charlie, and then I was taking a shower and I thought about it. Katie, I don't trust her. Like the way her eyes shift, I don't trust her.
No, I don't. Alright, Katie and Harry are like this. We get rid of Katie.
Yeah.
Harry's gonna be gunning for all of us.
Right.
This is what I'm thinking. We need to try it out. I'm sorry, he's our weakest link.
He is.
He is, and that's what I was gonna vote for. But at the same time, he has no alliances. That does nothing for us.
No,
because
but
at the end of the
thing
day,
is,
it's us 3 and it's them 3. And once they get, if one of us goes, we're done.
So in the Victoria Foluke group, they want to get out Katie. The other group, they want to get out Victoria. So like, voting out Charlie is a way to keep on my alliances.
I think we need them together right now because
I think if we keep Charlie, we're just gonna keep losing, and we're gonna keep playing this game as if we have to get rid of people.
This is the best opportunity we have to break them up.
I disagree.
Really?
I was afraid that Katie might have been targeting me. It's going to be something that needs to be, she's going to be eliminated.
I think Katie will be a good asset as of right now. I think we should keep them together.
So?
Yes.
I don't know.
So Victoria, you guys met each other as a tribe yesterday. How do you decide who to vote out at this point?
I feel like I've bonded with everyone really, really well on the team. I really like the tribe, so it's going to be really hard for me. I know it's going to be really hard for everyone. It comes down to whoever we think isn't going to contribute the most, I guess. I think that's going to be it.
They gave a negative first impression that makes them feel in danger?
Actually, yeah, I feel like I let the team down just because I went up once with Katie, and I know that since we were both going against 2 guys, it was already expected that we would be the weaker side, and then I slipped and I let go. It was definitely my fault, though. None of the other players slipped, so really, I feel really bad. Yeah. Don't hate me.
6th vote. First person voted out of Survivor Terrapin Trials, Charlie.
I'm leaning towards Foluke and Victoria right now just because I think they have put their full trust in me, but I still like to have the other people on my side.
Hukatana!
Having the opportunity to get to know the Quidditch 3, they're definitely very, very strong players, but they're also very nice people, and so keeping them is useful because they're all very strong players, and it's definitely helping us win.
Second person voted out of Survivor Terrapin Trials. Matt. Matt, that's 5. That's enough tonight. Real close. It hasn't even been 5 minutes. Sabrina's down. And Hukatana wins immunity.
It was really good that we won today because I was gonna let go of my whole. Oh my god. I was about to die.
I'm
like Harry probably, like, I flew over those hills because he was going so fast. I was like trying to slow down. He was not having it. The bag was falling off and he had to put it around my neck. Oh my god.
Not much has been going on since our tribe's been winning, which is really awesome. Overall, like, we've been all like really friendly with each other, and it's been nice, like, having the ability to like bond with everyone. But I think the next tribal that we have, whenever that is, it's gonna be a lot harder just because we have formed all these friendships.
No, I'm actually like really glad for Terry because he like came up next to me and he was like pushing me. I think like if it was anyone else behind me, I probably would have gone off too.
Yay, Terry! 2 points for Terry.
Exactly. So even though he missed the last challenge.
I did get to talk to Terry last week, I think. And I think I can trust Terry for a while, so I think we have this good like 4 going on. So Zack, Foluke, Terry, and I. And so if we need to in the future, we can probably eliminate someone. But right now we don't have to.
Although I'm concerned about Holly.
I am too. She's a lot more scheming than I thought.
She's a lot more scheming than I thought she was.
Remember you calling her
And
the radiant beam of light?
Yeah, I know. But at least we won. So.
That's true. At least we did.
I had a dream that I actually missed the challenge and I overslept it, and afterward we like lost the challenge, and then Foluke was like, Victoria, we're gonna eliminate you because you missed out on our challenge and didn't like give us a heads up.
I don't know, it just seems there's a lot more to think about now. And it's
like intense. I was like, oh good, we won. I don't think about anything. I was like, wait, the game continues.
Yeah, exactly.
And I guess just like the fact that I had a dream about Survivor, it really shows how consumed I am by this.
Okay, tell me about Sierra.
Okay, so I saw her at the diner with Eric.
Not to mention, apparently Eric's been watching Survivor for like 8 years.
No way.
Yeah. Which I didn't even expect. Apparently he's the mastermind on that team, which is like, I didn't even expect that.
Which is really surprising.
Third person voted out of Survivor Terrapin Trials. Sierra.
Kind of surprising she's still in, but also not surprising knowing the dynamics of that team. But yeah, if they keep her in, it's just good for us, right?
Are you gonna bring Terry into this?
The thing is, I don't know how much to trust Terry.
We should just use him as a pawn.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
We should not have him in our strategy meetings because it'll just confuse us.
Right, because the thing is, once when I met up with Terry, right, I told him that I didn't know you guys that well, and that's why he reached out to you. And so I think it'll be good, like, if we can maintain this.
I'm not really sure how much I can trust my secret alliance. I know Zach's been a little bit secretive. I know he told me that he went out to search for the immunity idol, and I think I might have seen him. But then I tried to go away because I didn't want him to see me.
I've basically looked anywhere possible near the Terrapin Trail, and I think I'm either really right or really, really wrong. And right now I'm leaning towards the really, really wrong.
But I personally feel like I would really, really benefit from having it. And I'm kind of concerned because I feel like Harry might already have it, just because he got the clue from being the caller in the second challenge. But the clue was just so vague that there were way too many options to look for. And I didn't really have much luck.
You were awesome. You're doing so good. You're doing so good. You're doing so good.
Don't touch it. Don't touch it, Sabrina. Quick run by them.
Yes. No.
Go back. Run. Victoria, take your time. Don't worry about it.
Come on, Vic.
In favor of Hukatana. One more for immunity. Victoria's short. Immunity. They get it. There we go.
Victoria thought that she could do this. She was a little bit unsure with herself. She came out and she was great.
Zach and I wanted to talk about how we picked the right people for the right.
Terry blocked that. Oh, blocked.
I have a few friends on the other team that talk to me, so I kind of got the inside scoop and told them what's going on and what they think. Okay, it's Maria and Alex right now.
Versus.
And then
Holly is very in the know about everything. She's been keeping us updated about the other tribal councils and like what's happened, and it's been really useful. But we're also worried just how much she knows and how like she can really utilize that when we come to the merger.
Which one do you want to go with?
Would Victoria ever come to you?
Yeah. Okay. So.
Yeah, but they don't. Fluke and Victoria and me and like I'm in their alliance. They don't know that you know that we're all three in an alliance. Victoria thinks she just has you under her thumb. You know what I mean?
Okay, that makes sense. But anyway, no, like I had dinner with you the other day, and then the whole time she was talking, she was like, "Do you think that we really have Foluke?"
No, she knows. She's planning for it. I know.
Do you want to flip on them?
I think we should stick with Foluke and Victoria.
Yeah, because that's 4, and then if we flip with them, we're on the bottom of that.
We can break up that group.
Exactly. Book was more than a survivor of Terrapin Trials. Maria.
Up to now, we've been feeling really cohesive as a tribe. I feel like we've been able to bond a lot through our challenges. Since we've been doing well, we haven't really criticized each other. We've been really supportive, and you know, as a team, we've been feeling really good as a team.
and what if we could get all the girls to band together and slowly but surely pick off all the guys?
Yeah, we're the same person. I was literally just thinking that. I was like, all these guys think they have it in the bag. They think we're the weak ones. But when we get to the merge,
if we can get
Marissa and Sabrina and talk about girl power, we get them on our side. Girl, that'll be me, you, and Victoria making it to the final 3 if we can get all the guys out.
I trust Foluke the most outside of Katie and Harry. I'm pretty sure they're not going to turn on me.
Even if they think, oh, they're going to go against us, we'll be like, well, there's 4 of us and there's 3 spots at the end.
Is there 3 spots at the end? Because last season it was only 2.
Let it be us. We deserve it.
But outside of them, I would say Foluke just because she seems very serious about what she wants right now. And it's very similar with what I want. Get the 100.
Get the 100. Break.
For the first time in 4 challenges, Rafiki wins immunity and Hukatana. It's been a while. Happy to see you again. Hey, I like being with you guys, so.
They came by with the idol and they were like, haha guys, like suck it, we're so awesome. And it was kind of just, it sucked, you know, like having them say that to us, that really demoralized us. I mean, like, I love Foluke and all, like, she's a pretty good friend, but sometimes she just talks too much, you know, and like, I'm not someone who really expresses that much in front of other people, especially when, like, you don't know how much you can trust them, and I feel like she just says a lot to everyone. And sometimes that might be a bad thing for her because, you know, then people just see her as this character. I honestly think that we're a much more cohesive tribe. It's been really nice being able to bond with everyone. And it does suck that now that we've lost, we're gonna lose someone on the tribe.
1, 2, 3. The truth is, I want to know what Victoria's opinion on it was because that's all that really fucking matters.
Whatever happens, we're not gonna be as close anymore. There's no way.
We sat down, and I guess it was just because there were so many of us, we didn't really want to talk about what we were really thinking. Everyone was just like, so Terry, just because he wasn't there. I think, is he Russian?
Yeah, he's Russian.
I understand, but I still made time to get here.
No, definitely. Like, it's not, you have to balance your things, and obviously he's chosen his tribe first, so.
I think that right now I'm really the person who's closest to Terry on the tribe since he has missed a lot of things and he doesn't live in La Plata with a lot of the other people. He hasn't really been active in trying to reach out to people, and I know he's also pledging, which takes up the majority of his time. So in terms of alliances, he's definitely one of my strongest alliance members.
The thing is, Terry's still stronger than some of the players on our team. Like, my rankings, my players, my teams, like me, Zach, Katie, and Holly, the top 4. Like, these are the 4 people who are like
help carry the team most of the time. And then Foluke comes out of nowhere for some challenges. Like Foluke is awesome that leaves Victoria. And honestly, Victoria's the nicest person ever, which is the worst feeling in the world right now.
So you and Zach talked afterwards?
Yeah, and I want to try to like beat Victoria because she's the weakest player on the team, and it's like not because she's not a nice person. That's the issue. Is like once we get down to it, because Terry's a cool guy too. Once we get down to it, we gotta get rid of. We gotta get rid of everyone.
We gotta get rid
I mean,
of
the goal is
this
for you to make.
What are you making?
Tea. Do you want some?
No. Just curious. I see like ripping and green things. I was like, oh, you got that weed?
Ready, guys. Ready. I personally would want to go after Katie because she and Harry are way too close for me to be comfortable, and I think as long as they're both in the game, neither of them are gonna like betray another.
Wait, if it's true that Harry and Zack are talking, I don't even know if I can trust Zack at this point.
I've told you I don't think we can trust Zach, first of all.
Now I'm just like very distrustful of Zack because I feel like Zack would be very willing to vote with Harry in the Quidditch.
I know everybody wants to send Terry home, and I understand that'll like keep us together and keep us happy, whatever. But at the end of the day, I know I can beat Terry, and I know you can beat Terry, and we can all beat Terry. So why would we send him home? I think we should send home Katie not because she doesn't put up a valiant effort, but she's strong competition for the both of us.
Definitely.
And if we send Katie home, Harry has no numbers.
Like if Zack and Foluke and Terry all voted with me, we'd be fine. But the thing is, I'm having doubts because I don't think they'll all vote with me.
If we keep losing, we'll have the numbers on our team, and we'll stay. But if we get rid of Terry, we will no longer have the numbers.
Yeah. Honestly, I think Zack knows a lot more than he wants to tell people, and I think he wants to play with alliances, which I totally understand. That's a great strategy to go for, but being in an alliance with him means that I can't trust him at all.
The thing is, if we vote at Victoria, the problem is that the Quidditch Alliance has the majority. But the problem with voting out Katie is that she's one of the stronger girls. So we'll have to make that decision.
Yeah, but see, Harry trusts me, so I should also vote for Terry.
No, because if you vote for
No.
if you vote for Terry and you vote for Terry, that's 2.
Yeah, they only have 2
Katie.
for Victoria or you,
And
and
we
then
could just
Terry,
say-
you, and Victoria vote for Katie.
I'm leaning towards Victoria only because I think Foluke would get over it.
We have an equal partnership. We are the
No.
CEOs of this alliance. Then Terry
I know, but-
is a worker child. He is on the factory floor, and Victoria is his supervisor, and we are the partners of this company. So if you want to be loyal, and cross me if you dare.
I do not feel good tonight. I'm not looking forward to this at all.
Fluke and Victoria. I feel like I don't want to betray them, but on the other hand, it might have to be done. I mean, we are the minority in this team, so I don't want to be on the minority when it comes to the merge. Although they are a stronger alliance with me. But do we really want to be found out so soon is the question.
So Victoria, on the other hand, you guys now lost. You know, all that build up of victory happens for 3 straight weeks. You might maybe get used to it. Now you lose. How does that feel for the tribe?
I think, obviously, it's very, very upsetting. I think it's just everything didn't really work out the way we wanted it to go, which sucks. And so now we're here, which also really, really sucks.
So Victoria, you guys are talking about factors in the vote. What else factors in?
I think basically really how much you contribute to the competition, because in the challenges we do want to win as a team, so we want to keep our strongest people around. And as what Katie said earlier, I guess whoever we feel like doesn't contribute the most will probably end up winning.
Victoria. Sorry, girl, like, you're a great asset to the team, but when it comes down to it, gotta vote you off. Sorry, I hope we can still be good friends.
Little Pete, Victoria, you are honestly one of the nicest people I've ever. I'm so sorry. But it's your time. So if this goes the way I want.
As you said, Katie, no hard feelings against this person I'm voting for. We cannot let Harry get to the merge. Or even if he does, we can't have him be strong, you know? So my vote, obvious.
See ya.
5th person voted out of Survivor, Terrapin Trials. Katie.
0.5% of me feels bad for voting them off. The rest of me is like, they tried to play the shit out of Victoria, and then when they got played, they're like, wait, this wasn't supposed to happen? Didn't you know this is the story of our victory? I'm not just gonna sit here and let somebody take my money. I'm not gonna sit here and let somebody take my prize. Like, you're gone.
Victoria and Foluke.
So now I know. Victoria, Foluke, and Terry, they're fucking coming for you. And I will break you. Actually.
He's targeting like me and Foluke now, which is ridiculous because if he actually thinks about that, I know, like Harry, actually get your shit together.
Harry, the thing is, he was trying to pull something that he thought would be a blindside, and we ended up pulling it on him, and it's Survivor. Things happen.
I fucking hate Victoria. I think she's a backstabbing bitch who can't compete at this game. She's literally not good at the challenges. She's actually the worst person at this right now. And that pisses me off that she's still around.
I don't really understand what his thought process is, because since he was targeting me, it's very obvious that I would have, you know, like pulled out my guns and targeted like his alliance. The fact that he did reach out to Holli and Zack and both said that they felt bad about voting for me and just pitched their vote towards Terry, like it wouldn't have worked if they hadn't done that. And so logically, I don't really know why he still thinks they're on his side. I think he's in denial.
Right now, I got Victoria on my finger. Got Terry on my second finger. I got Zack, he's a little flaky, and he's gonna cause some problems, but little does he know that I already set up for him to leave. Not really, but I mean, he can't win if I'm gonna win, so. Then Holli. So, we're going in 5 strong. I honestly feel like the Beyonce of Survivor.
I was kind of concerned about Zack, but I think he's thinking with the merge, and he's thinking in the long term, and right now that long term includes me, it includes the alliance, and I think right now we're at a really good position.
Today, Victoria asked me, why are you doing all this to keep me? Because easily, when I heard Harry and Katie were voting out Victoria, I was like, I could really get rid of Victoria right now. But then I was like, no girl, you're in my alliance. It's friendship. Victoria and I are friends. And I hope she doesn't double cross me, but I know that I've done her a solid, which was keep her today.
Foluke and I like split up. We went to search. Like Foluke had told me before that she wanted to search with me, but I don't know if she'd like ever gone out herself.
Literally took me 5 minutes.
Where the fuck was it?
I will show you.
Oh my god.
Literally, I was like, okay. I was unbelievable. Like me, Foluke, I felt like I was going home, like I was in danger. Like last episode was my prime. Little did I know I was just reaching my prime. Like, yes, I was so ecstatic because I didn't believe I could find it. I really didn't. Victoria, go this way, we go that way.
We split up, and then she called me like 4 minutes after the split. She was like, I have it! I was like, are you kidding me? I spent so much time looking for that.
And I was like, okay, where you park leafy bark? And I was like, everyone's looking underneath a tree. The only place that's leafy is back there, behind the parking garage.
And at first I thought it was litter, and I was like, these kids need to learn about recycling, upcycling, our environment, like just leaving all kinds of crap, because there were so many things I was like, oh, this is it. And it was like a bottle of water left behind.
Right here, under some leaves. Bam! Bam! Oh my gosh. I was looking for an artifact the whole time. Turns out it's a piece of paper. Are you serious? Yes. Is there something in it? It's just, and then I look at it, and the font is really light because of all the rain. I was like, congratulations, hit it!
Oh my god!
Yo!
Oh my gosh, this is fucking like we're, oh my gosh, we are set.
Even though she told me that it's not actually the Hukatana idol, but you know, like having a Rafiki idol, having any idol, you know, that's good for us. And I don't think Foluke is gonna backstab me, and at this point I don't see that I have any reason to do the same to her. So I think we have a pretty like strong alliance right now, and we can take it pretty far.
Might
my ducks in line. But right now, I'm still feeling like Beyonce. You know, right now, Victoria is my Kelly Rowland.
Holy crap, girl. You could go all the way. You could fucking go all the way.
Victoria and Zack, original Hukatana, so hopefully I can rely on that.
And on Rafiki, whoa, we got Victoria, Sabrina, Zack, Kane, and Terry. Victoria's gonna have to make quick work. Victoria's starting off. She's going close together. Those fall.
Everybody have gloves?
Harry talking a little trash to his former tribe mate.
Victoria, your hands are shaking. You must be cold. Yeah, you should go inside and get a sweater.
You want to do that for me?
No. I think you should go do it. I think you're okay.
Almost dead even. This would be a huge victory. The wind picking up a little bit. They fall down. They're toppling. And the last bit falls over for Victoria. Marissa's getting close. She's almost at the end. Are they? Victoria's about halfway done again. She's got to catch up quick or hope the Marissas don't fall. Marissa gonna go. She taps it. And it falls off. Hukatana wins immunity. Vicky, Tribal Council.
I feel like Victoria and Terry are a bit awkward. Not to be mean, but they're not very chatty. They kind of keep to themselves. They're very reserved, whereas I'm loud and obnoxious, I think. So Zack and me are chatty, like, you know, he's good at making small talk, unlike Victoria and Terry. I'm predicting that Victoria and Terry were going to vote together, and they're probably going to vote for me because everyone votes for me. I don't know why. I like to think I'm likable, but I guess not.
God, I am so glad that us three pulled red.
Yes,
I would have been so fun.
To be honest, I'm not actually unhappy because while we did lose the challenge, this gives us an opportunity to just grow our own power and get rid of numbers on the old Rafiki side.
As long as we stick together, like we shouldn't have an issue. But I'm thinking Sabrina.
Sabrina has connections to the other side. She was the one who was always with Katie, and she immediately went to Zack trying to plead her case. I think he's probably Sabrina, obviously from challenges, and then she's got connections to the other side, and she flips easily. So. And I think she should have been out a long time ago, strategic-wise. She kind of scares me.
But, I mean, I guess as long as Zack's on our side, it's good to have that in. You know?
Hopefully Sabrina goes home for it. Right now I'm relying on Hukatana, original Hukatana.
Sabrina came to talk to me about voting for one of Terry Victoria, and I was thinking about siding with them because they have a larger alliance overall with the people in Survivor. So when the merge comes, it would be good to have them. But on the other hand, I don't trust Sabrina.
Tonight's vote, I'm pretty confident. We're coming in with like 3 old Hukatana team members, and as long as everything works out well, we'll just maintain our alliance of 3 and get rid of the other 2.
It definitely comes down to Zack tonight, whether or not he's going to go for me or go for Terry. If he votes with me tonight, that kind of shows that we got something going on here, so let's hope.
Tori, what about for you? What was your reaction leaving your old Hukatana tribe?
I guess I'm kind of glad. The last tribal was definitely a switch up, and I know that like it really separated us. And I really like having this opportunity to get to know Kane and Sabrina, who I really didn't interact with before. So you know, it's been really nice. I actually really like this tribe a lot more. Yeah, like I feel like when it comes down to it, we all did perform our best, which is why we lost. Which is why we're here.
So was it hard to vote someone out tonight?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. It's always hard.
It's time to vote. Start off with Victoria. 6th person voted out of Survivor Terrapin Trials. Sabrina. That's 3. Tonight, that's it.
Hey, like we're definitely stronger as a tribe.
Yeah,
I can't stop right now. Yeah. Nahami's tribe color. Nahami, purple or yellow? There we go, purple.
Purple.
So we're looking.
Back here.
Do you guys think it's the other purple? Because
are you sure you want to try that? I mean, that's a good idea, but. Alright, let's try it. Finding like the illusion right now.
Oh, found it! Holy shit, guys!
Yes!
Oh my god!
Oh, wait, hold on.
Find a
What's the
home
road to success?
where honors students reside. Find your road that leads to success. The clue on the building's what's university sign? So it's facing the university.
What's a road? University College, is that way?
Are you serious?
Yeah!
Yes!
The performance manager.
Wait, you just saw a great performance. How do you let the performance?
Maybe make that ask.
Did you see that? This clue?
How do you?
Oh, Applause Cafe!
Where's that?
It's inside CSPAC.
Wait, can we go inside CSPAC though? Is it open? Okay.
Rafiki Tribe, valiant effort. You guys started off, from what I heard, with the worst performance I've ever heard to start a challenge. Tribal Council.
So we had a meeting today in my room
with Terry
because we need to remain loyal, because if our alliance that we started out with stays together, we can run this game, because we've broken down and deteriorated every other alliance in the game. Harry is by himself. Eric has Marissa and Kanae, which Kanae is leaving this week. So
As long as that follows through.
as long as that falls through.
But after the meeting, we decided to go out and wait for Austin to send us all the idol clues.
And
the idol that
Terry
Foluke does not
comes
have.
and it's like, oh. And also, Terry's a little bit
intoxicated.
So he wasn't ever thinking that clearly. / stumbling over branches. And I'm like, dude.
Yeah, basically.
We told you we were meeting up. It's a complete waste of time, except for Eric was out there when we were out there.
Wait, Eric, where were you? Okay, because I was like, that was pretty bad.
Yeah.
And while he did probably figure out that we're all in an alliance, he also probably believes that we found the hidden immunity idol, because 5 minutes after he walked away from us, like, me and Victoria were like, should we like pretend like we found it? Or I think it was even Terry's idea. And then we were
Terry was like,
thinking about it, and then Jerry was like, oh shit! Oh, we found it!
The only thing is, you actually do have fun.
Do I? Yeah, I do. But only you know that.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
you're scratching yourself again. You just walked in.
Did you guys talk behind my back and put and scheme against me?
No,
No, that was actually the contrary to what we're doing here. Sit here.
The good thing is, Terry thinks he's in a good position.
Okay, sit down there. And if we stick to our core alliance, there's no reason why we can't be top 4.
Top 3, guys.
And then get rid of Terry and then be top 3.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no reason, because we have the numbers. We have the numbers, so we don't need to scheme.
I don't know if I can trust Foluke because she's I think she will lie to get where she wants to go. I don't necessarily trust the plan that she's put out.
Listen, you weren't there. Relax. Save your commentary.
Don't put your hands in my face.
True, that's mad disrespectful. I'm sorry. I'm just right here in your face.
I think Zach will eventually want to take Foluke out. And Foluke doesn't trust Zach because Zach doesn't trust her. And I've told Zach that I don't trust Foluke, and I've told Foluke that I don't trust Zach. And it's very strange.
All I can do is give you my words of loyalty and encouragement.
Are you loyal though? Because you and Holly talk.
How much do we talk?
It's foolish for Zach to try and fight with me, especially when it's like, dude, I'm trying to be in alliance with you to save your butt. There's nothing I can handle. But Zach, on the other hand, he needs to get it together before I put on blast that no one can trust him.
Okay, next up.
Look, don't do this right now, because the moral of the story is we're all gonna stick together. Correct?
Yes, continue.
And everything I'm not loyal about, nobody knows. But I know all his business, so he better recognize that this game is mine now.
I think recently Zach has been feeling that maybe he's like out of the loop, or like she has too much power, and so he's definitely been like ignoring a lot of things that Foluke's been trying to tell him. And so maybe just to lash out against that, or like do something and try to throw things off.
So, Victoria, how do you think the swap affected alliances moving forward?
It's been really interesting because obviously everything's been mixed up. I think some of the old alliances that might have been stronger have definitely fallen apart now. Going into the merger, it's also going to change things up again because you never know what's going to happen, and you really can't predict other people's actions. So you're going to have to do your best, maybe reach out to people you didn't expect to reach out to, and really try to create the strongest alliance you can.
Victoria, so, both tribes had their idol clues released.
Yeah.
How did that affect the game?
It seemed like the clues were pretty obvious, so I feel like the people who had gotten the clues before it was released to everyone probably would have found them beforehand.
Back at it again.
Fourth vote. Seventh person voted out of Survivor Terrapin Trials. Kanae.
There's a wet stain on your butt.
Oh, he's staring at his ass, Victoria.
It was nice knowing that we had that enough trust, because I was kind of afraid that they would band against me and vote me off.
That's good. Survivor bonding. At its best.
It sucked because Kanae is a really cool guy, and we bonded before going to tribal, but he just wasn't on the right side of the numbers.
I swear to
I
God,
feel like
if
it was
you
the
don't wear
obvious
it,
thing to
Dustin.
happen. Well, not very exciting for your show, but sorry.
You know what would make that show exciting? A merge.
Jury starts now, so you have a say in who wins. It's a whole new game with new alliances to make. I hope you all brought your appetites because it's time to enjoy your merge cake. Yes!
Oh, it's matching you, Victoria.
Yeah! There was a lot of relief, I gotta admit, but also a lot of worry, just knowing that now that so many people are in play again, it's very stressful.
Survivor's ready! Yep. Victoria just got her egg. Eric wins immunity.
I think it would be smart.
Why would it be smart?
Can we talk?
Okay, Zach, no, go ahead. Go back to your room. Don't worry about it.
Don't give me that guilt trip.
Don't worry about it. It's not like we're a team and we don't do uncomfortable things.
No, I'm gonna have a reason. Because Alex doesn't trust me.
The thing is, he won't trust us.
He doesn't trust me though. I'm telling you he doesn't trust me.
Then should we tell him? Okay.
Right, come on.
Stop playing with your life like that. If you're gonna, you want to come? Zach. I opened this door. You're coming up.
I was chilling in the lounge after the challenge, and I see Foluke and Victoria doing dances in the elevator. Like, hey, Alex, come here. I'm like, what? Okay, I'll go over there and talk to them.
Join our elevator chat.
Okay. I'll leave my stuff in the lounge, casually.
All those old Hookatana people, they both definitely hate Eric and Marissa. And I feel like, I'd like to think I'm not in that hated area.
Who are you thinking to get rid of?
I don't know. I was gonna get rid of Eric.
Yeah,
But he won.
I think that was everybody's game plan.
So I think they see me as somebody that they can kind of scoop up and use as a vote. And right now I'm okay being in that position because it means that I'm not vulnerable to being voted off, or at least I'm less vulnerable as opposed to if I was all alone, because then I'm in the minority and I get screwed over.
Do you have any preference?
I mean, I feel like the obvious choice is Harry, but then I don't feel like that's the most strategic choice.
To who?
I don't know. Okay, everyone say one name.
2, 1, Holli.
Zack.
Ooh.
I just put it random. It was no bias.
It was random. It's totally
That's
random.
kind of a power play.
1 out of 9.
Okay, I'm okay with either Harry or Zach. Zach has given me the tood lately.
Oh, I was joking about Zack, but if you want to go for him,
Yeah.
We just kind of threw his name out there and everyone was like, I guess that works. So I guess we're gonna go with that.
Ooh, which one is that?
Yeah, sometimes.
Lisa's one.
Right there.
Is it good?
Driven down to it. Really
Oh, it's on your
White stuff all over your shirt.
continue.
From what I see, Alex doesn't really have other alliances. There's the potential that he is loyal to us, but there's also the potential that he feels like he's like the swing vote and then decides to reach out to stronger people.
I am pissed at Foluke, Victoria, Terry, and Zack. And they know that. And I know they have an alliance. It's really obvious. I know I can't get one of those four. And I don't trust those four because they've already been backstabbed by those four. So I am absolutely.
You be a llama and I'll be a hippo.
Okay.
There are many alliances that could be happening, and my only alliance for sure right now is Foluke. I just feel like our relationship's been the most reciprocal because I think I'm the only one who knows she has the idol, and putting that amount of trust into me, that definitely shows that she thinks that I'm gonna be really loyal to her.
And all of a sudden, nobody wants to send Harry home.
Yeah, how much do you trust Holli though?
Foluke's pretty trusting of Holli, but I actually haven't talked to her really, and so I don't really know what to think, but I don't know. I feel like it makes sense for Holli to want to have the three of us in an alliance, and, you know, if she was really genuine about it, that'd be pretty awesome.
Right now, I trust her a good amount because we have the numbers, so if she were to cross us, then it wouldn't be smart for her.
I think we're slowly adding in Holli to the alliance, and we're moving Zack out.
I think we should just go with the safe bet because we know there are going to be votes for Harry, hopefully, unless people are switching it up on us. And also, I didn't really trust Alex in that conversation at all.
Nope.
No, his eyes were glistening, like his brain cells were rubbing together to create a plan. And I was like, dude, I'm literally offering you a sweet deal of being in my alliance. Be honored and don't sit there and try to scheme against me. Because when I was leaving, I could feel him looking at me, feeling for me to leave so that he could scheme against me.
He was.
I think we've decided that we want to vote for Harry, but we want to make Harry feel like he's safe. So in case he has an idol, he won't play it at Tribal.
But I still think there's a chance that Zack has the idol too.
This would be so much fucking easier if we knew that Zack had it.
It would be so much easier if Zack was just loyal. What happened to loyalty? What happened to loyalty?
You know why? Because we don't have that Y chromosome.
I know. These boys and their...
But my only feeling is, once we get rid of Harry, it's going to be harder to get rid of Eric just because Eric has a very good chance of dominating all of the rest of the individual challenges.
So we'll get Alex to vote with us for Harry. But shit, if we tell Zack that... if we tell Alex that Zack's gunning for him, what if he wants to vote off Zack? Which needs to happen, but I don't think this is a good time.
I don't know. These boys are all so sneaky.
That's a Holli over text.
What'd she say? Because I don't know if I trust Foluke. Oh, this is so confusing.
She said that Eric asked her to vote for Terry.
The thing is, I
don't want to vote Terry now.
Neither do I. 7,
if they wanted to vote for Terry, it's because they think Terry has died.
And which is his own fault.
Yeah.
But yes.
Well, Eric does think he has that.
Yeah, but the thing is, we can't have Terry go out. And we can't have you go out. So
we need to use our votes to change what's going to happen.
Yeah, but the only way we can use our votes is if Holli votes with us.
I think
Hey, Alex wants to talk to me.
Just go.
I feel like Alex thinks he has a swing vote, which...
I think Alex literally thinks he's invincible right now because everyone's trying to get his vote. We don't know yet. Figure out who Alex is voting for.
Yeah.
Just I'm gonna say Harry.
Just go. The only people in
And I messaged the directory.
He's such a liar. Interesting.
Yeah. But I think he's coming back to us because he's
scared.
Yeah, he's scared.
Little bitch.
You know what's a little bitch? Fucking Alex. Yeah, and he told us yesterday that he doesn't trust that.
You know what? This is the wrong time to screw with us. Because depending on who Alex votes for, we could just vote Alex out. Because right now he's working my last nerve.
Yo, if we do vote for Alex, then we have fun.
Why? Oh, Holli will vote for him. Oh, true.
He's a little too cocky for my liking, especially when I talk to him. He's like, thinks he's running this game, and boo boo. That's cute. Alex is a sly one, ain't he? If he doesn't play his cards carefully, though, his little sly game is gonna come to an abrupt end.
To be honest, right now, I'm not even sure what to do because I kind of have control of everything, but I guess it's just so nerve-wracking because I told Zack that I want him to the end, and there's so many people who I said, like, I want to go to the end with. We'll tell Alex to vote for Marissa, and we'll tell Holli to throw her vote at someone. And so if Alex votes with the other group and they all vote for Zack, there'll be 4 votes for Zack and 4 votes for Marissa and 1 vote for someone else. And then Marissa and Zack will sit out because of the tie, and Holli will vote for Marissa with us.
Hopefully they'll stay on my side, but I might have to whip out my secret weapon.
I just need to talk to Alex, see how he feels about joining an alliance with Zack and pulling Zack in. And if he seems really shady or something, we might end up going for Alex. If not, then we'll try to see if he's loyal.
Victoria, now that Eric was the first community winner, does that make it more of a threat later in the game? Does that signal to everyone that he is this big physical player?
I mean, I think it was proven early on that Eric is a very big physical player. We know that his football team in high school did very well. Just if you just look at Eric, he's very big. And so, you know, obviously oh my God.
You guys see a little blushing.
So, you know, I don't know. Eric,
Hey, Victoria.
you know, it's pretty obvious.
It's pretty obvious.
You're only 5 years old.
All right. Victoria, how do you decide on who you're going to go for?
I mean, I don't think there's criteria per se for each vote.
You don't have a checklist?
Yeah, like his name Harry.
Yeah. I see you, girl. That was, I like it. Victoria?
Yeah.
You can be first up. First and vote on a Survivor Terrapin Trials. Alex.
I was actually really surprised because Victoria told me that Foluke voted me, and I was like, wait, that doesn't add up. Where's our 5th that voted for Alex? And then they told me that Harry was with us, and I was like...
I came back and like Terry and I were there and I like mumbled to him real fast. I was like, don't worry about it. I do a lot of things for you and I will ride with you to the end. So if your name comes out, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay.
it was fine. I feel like I can trust Fluke. Obviously, she wasn't playing against me because there was only one vote for me. She was just trying to hide alliances. Doesn't really make sense because it didn't cover much, but anyway.
Oh, that was an awesome feeling.
That was amazeballs.
Everyone knows that Terry, Foluke, Zack, and I have an alliance. Everyone except for apparently Alex.
Even before you told me that and you were just like, we should do Alex, I was like, he's way too cocky.
Yeah.
Like, if you didn't come in that room so cocky and like, ooh, my body's so right.
Yeah,
and like,
basically.
I'm so athletic, you know, I'm at number 3.
Terry said that we should try to see if Alex was like genuinely interested in joining our alliance by seeing if he would vote with us for Marissa. But he really didn't want to change that vote. And, you know, the fact that Zack was in my alliance and he didn't know, that was why he really needed to go.
Can we try some humility?
The
like,
fact that
on
he
the low?
like goes to council and he was like, oh yeah, like I don't think
I
I'm in
feel
trouble.
so safe.
What was really interesting was that Foluke was considering actually voting out Zack because now that Harry doesn't really trust Zack anymore, she was like, oh yeah, maybe Alex can be our Zack. But the thing is, I knew that if we lost Zack, Terry would also be gone. And so for one, we have lost actually 2.
I didn't have to use my idol, which was really good. I was about to. I said, but you know what? I'm going to put trust in my alliances. And they pulled through.
That worked perfectly.
That worked perfectly.
Thank
saved
you
your
for
butt.
being
You're welcome.
loyal. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Because
And Holly, I'm gonna thank her tomorrow.
okay, because you saw how close it was.
What did Harry say to you?
Harry just straight up lied to me.
Really?
I know.
He just said he voted for Alex.
He did.
He did vote for Alex.
Oh, he did?
He did.
Oh, what?
I worked that out too. You're welcome. Just know we have your back.
I
That's
appreciate
what being
that.
in
I want you
alliance
to know
is
that I
about.
truly appreciate it.
You're welcome.
I mean, I don't know. You know what? I trust him now. After this next challenge, whoever has the immunity, that could change everything. So hopefully, Eric doesn't have the immunity because I want to vote him out.
I'm not even sorry that he's gone. And I loved how he said like,
Oh, I'm not even endangered. Like
Yeah.
everyone was being like, yeah, I feel a little whatever.
Holly wins immunity!
Harry's in my room with Victoria, and they keep like making weird sexual innuendos toward each other in my room while I'm trying to work. And just like, you can take that somewhere else. First of all,
We tie. And then we go to the tiebreak, which means everyone votes for Eric.
second of all, why are you in my room? We're not that close. And it's like, I've never strategized with you before. You hate me, and I know that. So it's just uncomfortable for the both of us. Not to mention, I want to go shower. And he's like, oh, I'll be here when you come out. I'd prefer you not.
I talked to him today. He's literally panicking. He won last challenge and he's panicking. Because
yeah,
he knows
because he knows it's happening.
Harry really wants me on his side right now, which I completely understand. Like, for numbers, he has that padding, but he's definitely going to be gone. If not next, very, very soon.
He knows what's happening. I think he has the idol. I don't think so. That's why we're getting him.
Wait, sorry, I think I spaced out. I just realized that there are only 3 guys and 3 girls. So if there's a tie, who are we gonna?
What do you mean?
If there's a tie, then we all
You go to the second vote and you just vote Eric.
Everyone
Everyone can't
votes
use
Eric.
his die.
Like, as a person, I bet, like, Harry's a really nice person. Like, he's definitely a pretty good leader. As a friend, he's a very good friend, but right now, I just can't keep him around.
I've been scrambling the past like couple hours looking for anyone I could align with to maybe not vote me out, but I know odds are I'm probably going home.
Okay.
Oh really?
And then Harry comes in with Zack, and they're both like, yeah, Victoria, do you know what the plan is? I'm like, no, I don't know what the plan is. Why are you talking to me?
I know. I knew he was gonna cross him.
Wait, no, but are you sure you know Foluke? Because she was just sitting there on her bed, like, looking at her laptop.
I don't know. I texted her. She didn't respond. But like, she said she voted Terry because I said vote Terry last time. I just wanted to test her like if she would vote for me, and she did. The random vote for Terry came from Foluke, so I'm trying to use that again tonight, maybe to get a team to vote out Harry. I mean, like, Harry's not gonna vote with y'all later in the game. Like,
No, I know, I completely agree.
then if it's tied 3-3, what if I convince Foluke to like vote Harry? You vote Harry, me vote Harry, Marissa votes Harry, and then he's gone. You know what I'm saying? Because that's 4-3.
That's true.
But then that would also take one away. I tried to like hatch a plan with Victoria to maybe vote Harry out instead. I mean, I basically owe you my life. This is how it works. Like, I'll vote whatever
No,
you
but we
want.
definitely need Foluke involved.
If I can get Victoria on my side, I can get Foluke on my side, I can get Marissa on my side. I don't know why I'm always trying to align with the girls, but then we can take him out.
So Victoria, you hear that Eric is saying, look, there's 6 original Hookatana and they can't all make it to the end. Is that a valid pitch?
Very much so. Like, we know that not everyone's going to win. Only one person is going to win, and we're all playing to win. So, for me, I'm definitely going to do what I feel is right. If someone's been telling lies to me, I'm not going to be loyal to you anymore. If I find out that you've been backstabbing me or telling me things that you've been telling other people, I am not going to trust you. And that's what it is. I think I'm going to definitely make decisions with the person who I chose first.
You lied to me. I know you did. You lied to multiple people, and unfortunately, it is now your time to go.
9th person voted out of Survivor Terrapin Trials. Eric.
So as soon as Austin pulled out the final vote for Eric, people started freaking out. I could see Holly and Foluke and Terry next to me. They were just like, what just happened? Like, what is going on? When I went to the place to actually vote, I completely forgot about the plan that girls vote for Marissa first to make it a tie in case Eric had an idol. And I was just so angry after that. I just like voted for Eric. But as soon as I was like walking back, and then I was like, oh my gosh, shoot, I did the wrong thing.
Victoria like let her emotions take over, and she completely forgot to vote for Marissa. It worked out anyway because he didn't have the idol.
You can't do that.
It's definitely like worries me because like she'll let emotions take over, but like I'm confident that it's Zack, me, and Fluke and Victoria as a 4 alliance to the end.
Scared me, Victoria. Would you say this to them? Oh my god, what you gonna do? What is happening? I don't know what she's doing.
I got so scared. I'm like, I didn't lie to you though.
But the tribal was very shocked. It was like, who was that? Was that a ghost? But it just shows that she will vote on a whim, and if you can't follow through with plans, I don't know if I want you around. If I trust you, but you feel some type of way on emotion, that's just as scary. But it could work in my favor because if I play that emotional connection with Victoria up and she has a plan to blindside me, then she might feel emotional about it at the last second and not vote me out.
No worries, I mean, it worked out.
Okay, so right now, Eric just got voted home, and the first thing we need to do is reach out to Marissa and convince her that she's on the chopping block, and the only way to save her is for her to align with you, me, and Holly, because we think that the boys are just going to get rid of all the girls so they can have a testosterone off. So, we're 4 strong girls, we should take control of the game and have the first female survivor winner. First female survivor winner making history. Must work together.
Terry's like been acting that he doesn't like give a shit. Like at tribal council tonight, especially, like he was like, oh. I
But
don't care.
today, I didn't even approach this man about a plan for tribal. I wasn't even.
After tribal, I was with Foluke and she messages Holly, and Holly's like, Marissa's in my room.
She's in her room. We're coming. Is that okay? She said our room. We need to get up there. Oh, we don't want another guy to go. And like
That's literally all they've said.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's all they've said.
The way I look at it, I'm in the middle of two strong alliances of 4. Me, Marissa, Victoria, Holly. Majority. Me, Terry, Zack, Victoria. Majority. The way I see it, if I go with the girl majority, I have a better chance of winning. Because I'm not going to be able to beat Zack and Terry and Harry and a bunch of things. Now they needed us, so they didn't say that to us. But don't think I ever forget. Because he said that to us twice when we were deciding a vote. But we don't want to get rid of another guide.
Yeah, exactly.
And he was like,
exactly.
I'm like,
yeah, actually.
Usually guys are more physically dominant, not mentally dominant, because we all saw when I won that challenge. But physicality wise, they're generally going to be stronger than us. So why give us that disadvantage in the finals instead of just evening the playing field?
just like, why would you? Anyways,
That's so weird.
so
Yeah.
Eric signified
Yeah.
the marking
the
of their
turning point.
The turning point of there being 4 girls
This is
and 3 boys.
clutch.
We can literally pick them off one by one.
We talked to Marissa about how we want to have the top 4 be girls, so then the Survivor winner for this season will definitely be a girl, which I think is a really cool plan, but I'm not like fully on board just because I don't really trust Holly.
Why would they want to vote me out over Eric?
Yeah,
That's so stupid. Eric is like so much more of a physical.
Because they have this thing where they
They're just like boys.
I don't know why, but
So I've like thought about the order of elimination, and I think Carrie needs to go next, and then Terry, and then most likely Holly, because Holly is really, really smart, and I do think she and Foluke are much closer, so since there are only 2 at the top, can't be her.
Correct answer is Victoria. 66. Marissa wins immunity.
We were thinking
I feel like
getting
Terry
rid of
already feels like
Terry
he's
or Zack.
Harry poses the biggest threat as a physical competitor, but Terry is a really big strategical threat.
One, we're just annoyed by these challenges being so late all the time. So
Yeah.
we really want to get rid of Terry for that sole purpose.
The whole time, Terry's been playing this act, I guess, that he's like really busy and he doesn't care that much about Survivor. I'm pretty sure that's a really big act because he was the one who wanted to test Alex with voting for Marissa. He was also the one who immediately came up with the split vote for Eric in case Eric had an idol, and he needs to be gone.
Okay, so I'm just worried about idols. Idols?
Yeah.
Me too.
I think no one's found one, I'm pretty sure.
Wait, what?
And I honestly think no one has it.
Yeah.
One, I talked to Holly. Holly, we're agreeing with Terry. I talked to Marissa. We all agreed with Terry, so we had 3 there. I talked with Victoria and Foluke to both say Terry as well. However, I know they're, I guess, possibly somewhat close. So I had to watch out for those 2.
If we have each other's back, this is the majority now.
Saying I have confidence that everyone's going to vote my way is kind of cocky. Now, saying I think I have some allies is a better thing to say. I'm only confident in Holly.
Because I told Harry that I wouldn't write his name down, and I'm not gonna write his name down.
Plan is 1 to get rid of Big Dog Harry, which he's just working my nerves right now, trying to save his butt. Then to get rid of Terry, then to get rid of Zack.
Besides Terry, he needs to go. Yeah, he really needs to go.
Yeah, that's so true.
He does need to go, but I don't feel like it's right now.
He doesn't like me.
But now people are actually considering Terry, even though he was our pseudo vote. And I think he is the idol, so they're playing a bunch of games with him.
This is what Harry said. He goes, "Oh, I'm pretty sure it's not out there. Like, I'm pretty sure it's gone. Oh, he's gone." Like, he was, "Oh, I'm pretty sure they're gone." He was so sure they were gone.
No,
well,
he said,
I was like, "Well, Zack got a clue earlier."
No,
he
he
was
was
like,
like-
"Oh, well, that's true, but I'm pretty sure they're gone."
When I came into the lounge, he was like, "Oh yeah, I don't think anyone has the idols."
That's bullshit. 2 people definitely have that.
That's what he said.
2 people definitely have that.
People are still hung up on who has the idols, which is, whenever those conversations just come up, I just get annoyed.
Like, if someone like asked Terry, they're like, "Do you have the idol or something like that?" Or like, he like, I don't know, like part of his mouth is like twitched up and like a smile, and I was like, "You're lying."
No
He said
way.
no, and I was like, "You're lying." And he was like, "What?" And I was like, "I think
You
you're
said
lying."
that to him?
Yeah.
When? Was I there?
I don't know. It was like a before a thing when he just like smiled. It was like a quick like little like smile, and I was like, "Now you're freaking me out."
Oh my god. So much stress.
I'm really confident in my alliance that we'll vote together, so whatever we decide will be the final say.
Yeah, but let's say we don't get Zach.
And I don't know where Zach is. He's just gone. Maybe he feels confident because he has an Indio. I don't know.
This is sketchy. This is so sketch.
Victoria, you know, you hear that Holli and Foluke, I guess the other one mentioned, are most likely to make the final tribal council. Does that make them bigger threats in your eyes?
No. I think like they deserve it because they've definitely put a lot of effort into Survivor, you know, and you know if they went to the final, I would not be surprised. Can I say?
Yeah.
Well, right now we're at 7 people, so you know, majority isn't 6 anymore. Majority is 4, and I feel like I have a really strong 4 that I can trust, and so you know, I'm gonna stick with that. And yeah, so we're gonna have to split eventually, and I feel like that's the time is definitely come.
Well, Victoria, so that brings up an interesting point because you said it. Harry, face this way, stop.
Man, today's been an interesting tribal.
Tenth person voted out of Survivor Terrapin Trials, and the 3rd member of our jury, Harry.
I was kind of sad to see him go because getting to know him throughout these past few months has been really nice. But my next targets are Holli, Terry, and Zack. Not necessarily in that order. They're all really big threats, and I think at the end, there are people that Foluke might consider taking to the end over me. And I would actually be like really comfortable going to the final 2 with Foluke because I feel like our chances of winning are pretty much the same, and I might even have like a leg up over her.
Also, I keep playing it off to people that we're like not that close, and I don't just because I want them to not.
I know. I'm really good friends with Foluke's roommate, and she overheard Foluke saying that, oh yeah, I told Holli that I have the idol, and then I asked Foluke about it later, like really nonchalantly. She's like, oh no, only you know about it. And so, that happened.
Terry, Zack. Unless Marissa starts acting funny.
No, here's the thing though.
Or unless we feel some type of way about Holli.
If it goes that way, we're giving Holli a lot of power.
True.
Recently, Holli and Foluke have been getting really close, and I know that they established that alliance first without including me or Marissa, and she definitely has a lot of ties to basically everyone on the jury.
So I was thinking
Terry,
Marissa,
and Zack. With Terry, as I said before, he's really like strategic. He thinks a lot about Survivor, and I think the more I've gotten to know him, the more I can tell that him being, you know, away all the time, even though like he is very busy, he also is really invested in Survivor.
If we keep Zack around for 1 round, then he'll be like, oh yeah, I'm good with my 3, you know, and then no, bye.
But then what if we get to the end and it's Zack, you, me, and Holli, and then they're gonna be like, well, we're the core 3. And then he's gonna be like, well, we are the core 3. Then we just get rid of Zack?
Yeah.
Or we just get rid of Holli? We're gonna have to decide about our core 3.
Zack, he's a pretty big physical threat, so he's also someone who we'll probably have to take out soon, because if he gets to the final, I feel like if it was Zack and maybe a girl at the final 2, most of the boys would vote for Zack just because he's a physical competitor.
3, 2, 1. This challenge is on.
Why do you have to have this so late, Terry? This is all your fault!
It's past my bedtime, Terry. All because of you.
Makes me crinkle my nose.
Wherever it goes, I always know.
Let this pole rage on! You following, Victoria?
No.
The pain never bothered me anyways.
I feel like part of the reason why Zack and Terry are really sticking to this is because they really have no idea where they are in the game. I don't know, like, I don't want to quit, but you know, physically I like feel myself not being able to handle it anymore. I'd be up for that. Alright. Who wants to go what? If we all drop, we're voting for this. Not happening.
Oh, Terry drops out! Victoria wins immunity!
Austin was like, Victoria wins, and I was like, what? What just happened? This feels pretty good. I'm definitely very happy. I was so annoyed at the challenge because I went with like no sleep, and so like my mindset was not very good. But for me, I was just like, oh, I'm gonna get to this mark. And then once I got to that time mark, I was like, okay, now I can get to this next time mark.
I actually feel like that. I actually would have gone through with the rock paper scissors.
Yeah, you should feel actually.
I just felt bad. Like honestly, I just felt really bad. You know, the fact that Terry just fell off somehow, that was pretty shocking too.
Well, I mean,
I'm not kidding.
he couldn't last 30 more seconds.
Yeah, but she wouldn't do it.
No,
She wasn't gonna do it.
But it also really struck me, he was like really angry for maybe a minute and then he just checked himself. I feel like that's one of Terry's strengths. Like he really doesn't show emotion unless he feels like he can gain something from it. And so that's also why I find him to be a really big competitor.
Yeah.
Had either Zack or Terry won, the vote for the 4 girls would have been really obvious because we would have gone after the other guy. So the fact that I won, you know, that's great because like I have some leeway in like my options for the vote tonight.
Well, congratulations on your win.
Thank you.
So, now we have our pickings of Zack or Terry.
The good thing about like Zack though, I feel like once Terry's gone, he would be like coming to us.
Or he's gonna go batshit crazy and try and take you and then take Marissa. And while I am confident in Marissa, I don't want to tempt her. Like, we know she doesn't like Terry, so she's never going to run to Terry. We don't know how she feels about Zack, and she... Ring blast, she wrote him down. And
We had a little conversation about the pros and cons of eliminating either Zack or Terry, and then Foluke just said in like we would count down and then I'll say a name. 3, 2, 1.
Zack.
Oh my god!
That worked.
The biggest reason why I said that was because I thought that was the name that Holli and Foluke were going towards more. In terms of a threat to me, I would rather see Terry gone before Zack.
Hands in!
We need a clean.
Final 3.
True.
Final 3. On 3, right?
1, 2, 3.
Final 3!
Yes! Alright. Holli, Foluke, and I, we said we would be final 3, but then, you know, the last 2 are the ones that are actually getting voted for, so, you know, can't tell who Holli wants to take to the end, and I don't really think it would be me if she had that choice. They're going for you.
Okay.
And I think Foluke is Marissa.
Okay. Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. I have the hidden immunity.
Oh my gosh! Oh my god, I thought so! Oh my god! Oh my god! Yes! Okay, this is actually gonna work out.
Yeah, I know, but no, but Victoria, you have to promise me they're voting for me.
No, I...
Okay, I've already had this planned out.
Oh my god.
Did you talk to
Did you talk to
Terry?
Terry? Oh my
god. Did Terry tell you this?
No, I did.
Okay, this is what we're doing. You're voting with them.
Okay.
Me and Terry are gonna vote for Holli.
Okay.
We're gonna get her home.
Oh my god. Oh my god. So, the plan now is Zack and Terry vote for Holli. All the girls will vote for Zack, and then Zack plays his idol and Holli's gone. And it works really well for me because I'll pretend that I had no idea. And Foluke will trust me, and Zack and Terry will also trust me. So, you know, it's a win-win for me. I've been stressing out about this because I was like, if Zack doesn't go home, Terry's going home. And if Terry doesn't go home, Zack's going home. I'm like, I don't know what to do. Oh my god, okay. Okay. Holli and Foluke, for some reason, aren't really thinking about the idol right now, which I find kind of interesting because I'm pretty sure Foluke told Holli about the fact that she has the idol. I'm kind of confused about why they're not considering the other one.
But you can't tell anyone. And don't vote with us.
No, I know. Gosh. So I'm not gonna.
And you have to tell us if they switch over to Terry, because I have to hand my hidden
No,
immunity.
I know.
Okay.
It's just freaking me out. Like there are idols out there.
Holli, breathe.
No, it's
Breathe.
why not just put the votes first? I mean, see how it plays out, and then if they don't play either idol, then we all just vote for Zack.
Okay, so
It can't hurt.
It can.
how are we splitting the vote then? Are we doing
2 and 2, because then it'll be a 2-2-2 tie, and then we just all vote for Zack.
the 4 of us?
Yeah.
2-2-2 tie.
And then it really
That
can't
seems
hurt.
riskier.
As long as none of us are gonna flip one, like us 4, then it doesn't matter. Safer.
Is it really though?
Alright, if some crazy shit happens tonight, no one say a word to me or else I will literally punch everyone in the face. I'm just saying. Because I'm freaking out and I don't want crazy shit to happen.
We got
Okay.
each other before we went to.
I just don't see the problem with it, but okay.
You're making my heart hurt. Last night when we met, we were like, oh, okay, we're all gonna vote for Zach. But Holly's afraid that something's gonna happen. Like Terry has the idol,
Me too.
or Zach has the idol.
I feel like they slightly know that we're together, just like by just a little bit.
I think they have an inkling. Once we make this move, it's gonna be very obvious.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But it'll be
But
too
at that
late.
point, it's too late.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe we should do it. But then, what are we gonna do after it? After it ties?
Then
we
we
all
would just all
vote
be
for
for
Zach.
Zach.
Then
We
all
don't
vote
even
for
need to
Zach.
talk about it. We just all in agreement that we vote for Zach.
Okay. All right. Let's do it.
Do you want to do it? I do
I'll
not
do
want
it.
to be forcing anyone to do it and then have it fuck up and then yeah.
So let's talk about last night's challenge. So Victoria, how'd that one feel for you?
That felt great. It was a really good challenge. I think everyone did really, really well. Like even Foluke, she stuck around for like 40-some minutes, which was much longer even last season. So, you know, like it shows that everyone has a ton of strength.
Victoria, are you keeping your immunity?
I am keeping my.
All right.
When I had my confessional with Austin earlier tonight, I was a lot more confident about me being able to stay in the middle, and unfortunately, I don't think that's the case anymore. You know, I think I tried my best in persuading everyone not to split the vote, everyone as in the girls, but fortunately that didn't happen. I'm sorry.
I would like.
This is a hidden immunity idol. All votes cast for Zach will not count. 11th person voted out of Survivor Terrapin Trials. Holly. That's 3. That's enough tonight.
Well, Victoria.
I knew I could trust Victoria, and like our alliance was still strong, and so I guess like she kind of like trusts me to do whatever, but again, you know, I'm playing this game too.
my God. Give one to him. Don't check him out.
But yeah, I definitely trusted 100% Zach and Victoria. I knew that they wouldn't like, and hopefully I can trust that for this vote.
Oh my god! So last night's vote definitely was a game changer.
When we decided that the girls would split the vote, 2 to Terry and 2 to Zach, I couldn't let that happen.
I wanted to make a move that would be best for me. And I've already talked about how like Holly and Foluke's friendship was a threat to me. And knowing that she'd like omitted information from me, especially me hearing from her roommate, who is my friend, that she like told Holly about her idol without like telling me that, you know, I didn't know where in that relationship I was.
Now people know what side I'm on.
The good thing is now the boys like think I'm completely on their side, which, you know, it's pretty awesome because I feel like if I pick that alliance, the 3 of us can get pretty far, but I don't really know if I'm gonna pick that alliance.
So it was just gonna be me and Terry vote for Holly. I was gonna play my immunity and then.
And then last minute, Holly freaked out, thought that she would be at the bottom. She wanted the girls to split the vote.
So we'll see if Victoria tells them that I have the idol, then she's declaring that she's with them. Great. If she doesn't, then we can talk.
The thing is this is fine, Victoria, because now me, you, and Terry have the.
Right after Tribal, I saw Fluke like stomping off, and all of a sudden I was like, you know what, like, can I trust this girl?
I gotta say something. Felipe has that hidden immunity now.
I think it was kind of a jerk reaction, and, you know, I think in terms of like taking the time to tell the boys, that was the best time for me to do it, because if I did any later, it would have revealed that I was scheming more.
Don't. Yeah, don't.
Okay, this changes the game, Victoria.
Yeah.
It was Victoria and Foluke. Victoria and Foluke. Survivor's ready. Go! Both just waiting. Foluke in a low stance. Victoria is smirking at it. No one wants to make the first move.
Oh my god. We need to go to bed soon.
Marissa trying to go to bed. An hour and a half later.
Oh, come on!
Foluke is egging Victoria on. One of you guys got to make a move.
She hit me in my head! She hit me in my head! Can we watch the footage back?
It was
She
a
hit
play.
me
It
in my
was a
head.
play. It was a play on the
That's it. I'm calling
No,
that.
she hit me on my head. Therefore, she's disqualified from that round.
I'm saying it was a play on the cup.
Although there's a bruise on my head that says she hit me in my head, which
She
was
went
illegal.
straight through for the cup.
All right, no problem. We'll just see next time how that works out.
Victoria wins the point. All right, next up we've got Victoria versus Marissa. Survivors ready. Go! Helping each other. Victoria goes for home. Marissa saves it. Both at each other. Victoria right in their face. Now Marissa's going for a push in Victoria. And Marissa stays barely in it. No! And Victoria knocks hers off. Survivors ready. Go! Long arm. And knocks it right off. A good move by Terry, and he gets a point. Zack versus Victoria. Survivors ready. Go!
Everything reminds you of the Hunger Games. You don't really want to play.
Zack goes for it. Victoria saves it. Excellent play there. Now Victoria goes, but the cup falls, and Zack gets a point. Versus Victoria, winner of this round, moves on to the finals. Going best 2 out of 3. Survivors ready. Go! Zack advancing, squatting arms again. Holds it with his longer arms. Zack goes for it, and it's Totters is a word.
Totters is good.
Totters? I don't know.
I don't Totters.
Zack earns the first point. Alright, Zack will be spot in the final. Survivors ready. Go! Keep his arm at his side. Waltzing. Nice. Oh, he's so good. Spawning. Keep going back to the cat fight. Victoria's really aggressive. He's actually winning moves. Around the circle. Victoria the wide turn, and Zack knocks it right off with a flick of the wrist. And Zack is moving on to the finals. Zack wins immunity, is guaranteed a spot in the final 4 of this game.
I really thought that was going to be my challenge. Oh, damn. I was like, I'm set to a long reach. I got this, yo. This is all me, boy. Fuck it.
Doesn't matter. She knows we're good.
Yeah, she knows
She
that.
knows us 3 are against me.
Yeah, no, she knows.
Well, there's no
So-
way Foluke's going to give it up. Jesus.
Fucking blows, but at least we know that she has it. But the thing is, since she knows we know,
She might either give it to. She might keep it for. She.
Why
The
would
thing
she
is,
give
she-
it though?
She's
One-
basically can play with our heads now.
yes, exactly. That's what she wants to do. So she obviously she's gonna keep herself in, but
No, not necessarily.
are you serious?
Well, if we all vote for Marissa and then she gives the idol to Marissa.
No, I know exactly. For tonight, now everyone knows. Everyone knows about the idol, and all it comes down to is how Foluke decides to play it, because there is no way she's not gonna play it tonight.
Well, we can't split, obviously, so
Well, we can either all go all in or.
we have to go on, and there's no other choice.
The thing is, if they go all in, it's most likely Target is gonna be material.
Not necessarily.
Come on, she wants your head.
Yeah,
I
did
know.
you? Okay, like I expected, like Fluke is like a big
Yeah.
character. I expected yelling. If you're gonna go passive aggressive
Oh, no,
on me,
wait.
I'm the master of the passive aggressive. Okay, so like don't.
Wait for the explosion. It's fine.
I
I've
know.
gotten it before.
I know.
Remember-
I
I'm
can't wait for
anticipating.
Tribal. Oh, it's gonna be.
Gosh.
So what are we gonna do?
We gotta choose one. That's all we can do. I hope we're right.
So what? But we have to think of what they're thinking.
Yeah.
Because she is a smart player and she's not gonna make a stupid move or irrational move based on her emotions from the past vote.
They're thinking.
Is Foluke?
They're
honestly
thinking we're gonna
give
vote
the
for
idol?
Marissa because we know Foluke has the idol.
But if Fluke overthinks, she's gonna think that we're thinking Marissa because we know.
Yeah, but now
Fluke.
we're gonna.
Yeah, but Foluke's just gonna try and psych us out and try to like get us to change the vote. But honestly, why on earth would Foluke give up the idol? I really don't see Foluke giving it up. I just don't think that she wants to make herself vulnerable like that. And then I think she's gonna like play it for herself, know that she's safe for this challenge, and then bank on winning the next challenges.
So we have to think like Foluke.
Fuck, Marissa, I'm playing the idol.
I don't know. She's a very strategic person, though. She knows that we're thinking that.
It's a shot in the dark. Literally, there's no
honestly,
way we can do this. We just got to take a shot and hope we're right. Fluke always been skeptical about. I always knew like that whole loyalty thing was bullshit. So yeah, I don't really trust her right now. Going into this vote, I'm gonna trust the two that I have.
So we're not going to talk to either of them until.
I think it's pointless. There's no
Okay.
point.
Yeah.
So same as vote.
Or same with the vote Fluke.
We'll make a decision at tribal.
I have a very complex emotional system that comes from just being me. That just showed me that, like, oh, like, literally everything that we've been doing means nothing.
I don't think Terry or Zack realize how much I'm still in the middle. I think they really saw me and Foluke as, like, rivals from now on. Like, there's no way we can, you know, have any sort of alliance together.
That's definitely not the impression that I wanted to give you. My feeling about it is Holly was, for me, definitely the biggest threat in that alliance.
No, she's a huge threat. I probably put my interests first and was like, oh, well, I have a good relationship with Holly and Victoria, so I guess I didn't really see it from your point of view. And you guys could have very easily sent me home, which I appreciate still being here. I know I'm going home very soon, but what can you do?
No, I do want to be in an alliance with you. Here's the thing. I want Terry gone.
Why?
What do you mean why?
I thought you all were gung-ho in the Victoria and Terry show.
The thing is, Victoria and Terry show, I'm not going to win that show.
I have mixed emotions about Terry because I actually do really like him. But the way that I see it is we control the vote. Because if you get everybody to vote against me with good reason, they're not going to question you, then I play the idol. We just decide who
okay, so you know how Zack doesn't trust you?
Yes.
So what he wants to do is
I know, he's
vote
gonna
for Marissa.
and then make me play it, and then
he
does
doesn't
home.
right exactly, and he doesn't
I
think
knew
that-
he was gonna do that. He thinks I'm dumb!
I was thinking you and Marissa vote for Terry, and then I vote with the boys so they think that everything is still, you know.
So me and Marissa are voting for Terry.
And then all the boys and me vote for Marissa. You play your idol for Marissa, and then Terry goes home. And then it's a shock to everyone except for you and me.
Fluke and I did run into that bump, but after this we had a conversation.
Don't play me, Victoria. I'm so serious.
I'm
if
not.
you're just like literally, if you want me gone, I will be gone.
No.
Like I will just. We're good. Like it's fine, whatever. But I just don't want to be played. That's all I ask.
No,
I can go home.
No,
I just don't want to
definitely.
be played.
No, I agree. I feel the exact same way.
You know, I'm like giving her as much information as I can at this point. I'm not lying to her. I know she doesn't trust me, and she obviously, you know, I understand why she feels betrayed.
Everyone thinks I'm a threat because I have numbers. I literally have no numbers right now. I don't want to be voted out.
She obviously doesn't trust me as much as she used to, but you know, I didn't really trust her 100%, and now I think I trust her more just because she showed so much of her side to me.
I'm actually like really happy that you reached out to me because after the challenge yesterday I was like, oh my gosh, like Fluke and Marissa hate me.
I understand, like, I mean, like, Holly hates you, but like,
yeah, I lost her vote.
I think Victoria is a very good player in this game because she knows how to use people.
I'm really glad you felt that way because I feel like Fluke like really feels like I'm betraying you guys.
Yeah.
But like I think I was maybe making like the best decision for myself.
well, I mean, it is like, I mean, at this point you have to play for yourself.
She is in the middle ground and both sides are at her mercy kind of right now, which kind of sucks because she backstabbed people to get there, but like that's just the way it is, and she's a good player for getting herself in that position.
The boys are like, oh yeah, Victoria, like we're gonna be like top 3. I'm like, okay, even if I get to 3rd place, I'm not gonna get top 2.
Yeah, like
so.
unless you are guaranteed to win.
Right, exactly.
The
Which,
immunity
you know,
challenge,
like that's
there's
probably
no
not gonna happen.
Yeah, I don't trust either of them. They're both so
Yeah.
sketchy. Like I like can trust you, like even though like that don't thing happen.
I think it was really enlightening because I very clearly underestimated Marissa.
I understand because like Holly is like a really big threat, so like I mean I didn't want to be the one to vote her out, but like she had to go because like none of us were gonna beat her.
Right. Marissa being this charismatic, most attractive, most likable girl will easily sweep with the votes. So we need to make sure to take her out before she can get really far.
If all the girls vote for Terry, I think it'll be a blindside tonight, which should work out pretty well.
I hope.
I'm just really nervous because Victoria is supposed to vote with me and Foluke tonight.
It just freaks me out because I know that like it's either me or Terry because you're not gonna be voted out.
No.
I know that. And
Wait, are you sure that like Foluke wouldn't?
No, Foluke is not gunning for you. Do not worry.
I think that she'll stay true to her word, but I also think that her time has come and she will be gone within the next week or so.
This is going to be the biggest shit show of a tribal council in the history of Survivor.
Basically, it's been a mess. The boys are trying to play mind games with the girls, and I'm kind of stuck in the middle. Marissa and Foluke, they told Terry that they'd be going for me, but then Marissa and Foluke both told me that they want to vote for Terry.
Oh my gosh.
I think I'm gonna feel really, really bad about this vote. Even though I'm not actually going to be casting a vote for the person who I think is going home. But you know, like, I still don't know, like, if something happens last minute at Tribal, you know me, the emotional one, I could flip, we'll see, who knows.
Looking at on to that, I made a choice last time, and it was a very big choice. I very clearly picked one alliance over the other, and I'm not feeling the same support from that alliance that I picked. And, you know, like, yeah, it was risky, but I thought it would be a good risk, and I don't think it's playing out that way, which sucks.
So you make this big move, you set up a final five where you're in the middle, Victoria. So are you not talking to both sides, or are you just talking to the side that you chose? I mean, what's giving you this feeling?
Well, do you think the side that I didn't choose would talk to me?
I don't know.
Did you see how some people were reacting last night at the challenge?
Alright, but let's be real, everyone's been talking to everyone, so...
I mean, yeah, but, like, honestly, like, there's so much in I have no idea what to think.
So Victoria, is there merit in going with two who really trust each other, or do you want to split them up?
I clearly picked this side. And, you know, maybe I'm regretting that selection, but there's nothing I can do about that.
Are you feeling vulnerable yourself? That
I'm feeling probably the most vulnerable, like, out of any other tribals.
To the person who I think is going home tonight, I am really sorry. Honestly, this is the vote that's going to make me feel the absolute worst. We had a bond at the beginning.
All votes cast for that person will not count. This is not a hidden immunity idol. This is Tristan Zack Mate's necklace.
Well,
this is a hidden immunity idol.
literally, Tristan would be the person that buys every type of turtleneck. I'm just gonna say.
Why would you do that? That is a terrible thing to do.
Alright.
You're literally crazy.
Alright.
You're not even good at it, though. You didn't even get the right thing.
This is a hidden immunity idol. All votes cast for Foluke will not count. I'll read the votes.
Wait, so who's still?
So all votes for Foluke will not count. Okay? First vote. Foluke does not count. Second vote. Marissa. Marissa. That's 2 votes, Marissa. 2 votes left. Fourth vote. Victoria. That's 2 votes, Marissa. 1 vote, Victoria. 1 vote left. Fifth vote. Victoria. That's 2 votes, Marissa. 2 votes, Victoria. Feluke's vote did not count. That means we will go to a tie. I'll read the votes. 11th person voted as survivor, and the 5th member of our jury, Marissa.
I am a freshman finance major, and I can sleep for more than 12 hours at a time.
From the beginning, Victoria has been a dark horse contender in the game.
I feel like a lot of people might see me as weak, so I have to make sure I can work out my alliances and really strategize well to keep on playing and go far.
And she was initially seen as being the nice girl in the game.
And honestly, Victoria's the nicest person ever, which is the worst feeling in the world right now.
But her big moves and intense strategic game have turned her into the most polarizing figure of the season.
Cool, Victoria.
I fucking hate Victoria. I think she's a backstabbing bitch.
If she can make it to the end, can the jury respect her aggressive gameplay?
I've known that I am a pretty competitive person, but I didn't really recognize that until really being put in this situation where, you want to win, you want to stay at the very end.
Nice.
When I found out that Zack and Foluke were playing and we were all in the same tribe, we were all like, yeah, we should have a final 3. The 3 of us decided that we would try to pull in Terry and then have a final 4. Terry would be our little pawn, I guess, and then we'd eliminate him when we didn't need him anymore. And it's really funny that even though, throughout the game, everything's really shifted, the end top 4 have actually been us, and I don't think any of us really wanted it that way.
I didn't know what Foluke was doing with the
No,
item.
no, I agree.
There's no way she's gonna give that. So I voted Foluke to see what the vote count was gonna be.
Oh my god, Zach.
I'm sorry. I put you through that.
No, it's okay.
No, we're done.
I was so confused by it all, but once everyone came back and Austin was to read the second set of votes, Zack nudged me with his he's like, it's okay. He whispered it under his breath, and then I think I started to realize that, he'd played everything so that he could keep Terry.
Now the issue is if 2 of us make it to the final 2, I don't know who the fuck the jury's gonna vote for because they all hate us.
Exactly, yeah. We're not gonna vote for any of them. I'm gonna die now. I'll see you guys.
Yeah, I'll see you later.
I didn't really see Zack as a big mental threat until probably now, because in the past I've only seen him as a really physical competitor, but the fact that he's gotten this far, that he's been able to manipulate all these plays and stay fairly neutral in the past, I think that really goes to show how strong of a competitor he is, and that really scares me.
I think she knows it's coming.
She's not gonna get it. We're not letting it.
No.
I would be more confident sitting next to Terry or Foluke at this point. And so, as long as Zack doesn't win the challenge, I think it's possible to sway Terry to perhaps vote Zack off.
I mean, if one of us win, we better not vote each other out.
No, don't. I told you, I got your back today. I told you this.
I think the game takes a much bigger toll on you emotionally and mentally, much bigger than you would first expect.
That was so stressful. I know I said that I felt at the bottom, but I kinda didn't really feel at the bottom.
Appearance-wise, I might not show my emotions as much as other people, but I'm definitely not as cold as some people would perceive me to be, and so I think it's been harder trying to keep everything to myself when I've been having trouble really just distinguishing the feelings people have for me within the game and the feelings outside of the game.
Even though Terry and Zack says we're final 3, I don't know if I can believe them. It's definitely not that simple.
And so afterward I was just I don't know what I'm doing right now. I kind of had a feeling that I wanted to be voted off just so I wouldn't have to deal with everything, but that's not really what I want to do, because I'm definitely someone who wants to, end strong and go as far as I possibly can.
Top 4 is pretty
Yeah, definitely. Are you
good.
kidding? Only 12 people can say that on
Final
this campus.
4. Ooh.
Right?
Wait, did you say 12?
Conspiracy.
I was like, that I wanted a girl to win, and Victoria's a girl, and we all agreed that we wanted a girl to win. It didn't work out how we thought it would, but was that not our mission? And honestly, if you sent Terry and Zack home, those are 2 more votes you have in the jury. Because you should, and I feel like the reason why people don't want to vote for you are not valid. It's not your fault.
To be honest, I don't really know how to express what exactly happened between us. But now I think we have like enough of an understanding that we want to support each other as much as possible.
I know that you want me to win, like you don't want to win at this point, but I don't want to win because someone's been saying like, you know, my competition basically says like I don't want to win. You know, I don't want that to be the reason why I won.
She told me that even if it was us two at the end, she would want to tell everyone that like I deserved the votes, which I don't want her to do that, but I appreciate that, you know, she thinks that. But I really don't know how to feel about us two right now.
If it was us two, I would rather people give their votes to you because
Don't do that! Let's just agree to get the final 2, and then I'm still gonna want you to win. I told her, if you want to win, I'm gonna help you win, but you're gonna have to take me to the final 2. I'm not saying that because I want to go to the final 2. I'm saying that because that's the only way she's gonna win, because I need to be in front of every single jury member and say, if you want me to win and you don't like Victoria that much, you're gonna need to vote for her in order for me to win. Because right now, winning for me is achieving my goals, and my goal is to have a female winner of Survivor, period. And I want that winner to be Victoria. That's what I want. And I'm gonna get it. The culmination of the strategy is the end persuasive speech. It's like the end of a debate. You're giving the conclusion to your plan. And where you may have lost your audience along the way, it's the conclusion that is the one that sticks in the mind when they're deciding who wins the debate.
That's true.
So when you get up there, you may have some wishy-washy people, but if you talk a good game, you could kill it. And even if you don't, if I'm right next to you, I could talk a good game for you, because you know my impromptu speech and it's on point.
Okay.
You know, I already had some trust issues coming into the game, but I think this has helped me in an immeasurable way, and I'm forever grateful for playing the game. Even if I go home, I had a really good time. I mean, you don't have to take this if I do. I'm very at peace if I go home. It's not a big deal.
Victoria's going for it. Victoria wins immunity by a hair.
You know, second place really sucks.
Victoria is guaranteed a spot in the final 3 of this game.
Feels pretty good. You know, I feel like I came playing Survivor to win Survivor, and you know, I'm pretty close, and I'm happy about that.
That slingshot took me a while too. I was
You
kind of
did! You did the damn... That was the hardest challenge, and you did the damn thing.
I was surprised that I won that challenge. I did do a little bit of prep work regarding the trivia and like the order of elimination, but I didn't think physically I was as strong as a competitor as the other people, and so, you know, it was a great surprise for me.
So, it's up to you, because they're going to both approach you to vote with them.
I know. But it also put a lot of pressure on me, because knowing that I have immunity, it really opens up my options in terms of who I want to see in the final 3.
What I'm gonna do is give you immunity, and so Zach has the option to vote for me, and Terry
That'll
does
make
too.
Holly want to vote for you if I don't make it. That would make her vote for you, and then she would get Harry. That is so selfless. You don't have to do that. You understand, right?
No, I know, but like, me with the 2 boys, like, I don't think that puts me in the best position. Like, it's not selfless. It's a decision I want to make for the better me in the future. You know, that's a
Well, then shoot, give it to me. Whatever, I don't care about you. Just give me the necklace or whatever. I'm not 100% on what the plan is. I know I'm voting for Zach. Deal.
Are gonna be so hated at the end of this game. So hated.
We already are. I don't too.
Pretty much, me and Victoria are the ones that are hating this game, and we don't think we can swing a lot of jury votes, especially against Zack and Foluke.
Everyone's gonna be so salty. If like we like at the end, you know how like they do like the jury questioning and everything. Everyone's gonna be like, really, I don't want to vote for either.
Yeah. We've had a pretty solid alliance throughout the game, and I feel like we both have pretty equal chances of winning, because I'm pretty hated by people in the jury and he's not really known by people in the jury, and so I think we both have very different attributes to bring, and it would be a really interesting final panel.
Okay, so obviously this vote is Foluke.
You're still on that?
You want to vote for Zach? Okay, well, right now we have to take, because we can't keep Foluke at all. Because, like, there's no way we can get jury votes if Foluke's in the jury.
My thing is, even though Zach says that we're all like equally hated, honestly he's the least hated.
I know. Yeah.
And so
because like everyone likes him, he like
right,
jumps
exactly,
around and stuff
exactly.
like that.
Plus, like even though he did vote people off, they're like, oh yeah, Zach, he's this cool guy. We're gonna forgive him. And so, like my concern is his chances of winning challenges are pretty good. So you know, if he wins the next challenge, he'll pick one of us.
Yeah.
And like I don't think either of us could beat him.
Yeah.
Saying like
I know. I knew at some point we had to take Zach out, but I just didn't know what the right opportunity was.
Also for you, I feel like a lot of people think you're in Zach's shadow. You know what I mean?
Shadow.
Yeah. And I feel like doing this would make them see that like you're not just his pawn.
It's hard, man, because like we all say like we're gonna put the game aside, you know, no hard feelings after the vote. But you know, like I've been tight with him like day one, and like the plan has always been go to the end with him. But the thing is, like, my game has been exactly the same as Zach's, and he's more likable in terms of personality. So there's nothing I can say that would put me in front of him for the jury votes. Yeah.
But I like if you honestly feel like we have better chance going up against Zach then.
Yeah, I knew at some point we had to take Zach out. I just
Yeah.
don't know if this is the right moment because Foluke is still there. I don't know. Something in the back of my mind says that going up against Foluke would be a huge mistake. Because, like, going against Foluke is a guaranteed loss. Pretty much. I hope that I can trust her. I really do. This is a really important vote. I don't know, man. I just don't want Foluke in the game.
Victoria seems to have the will to do anything, and I think will overcome a lot of things. She seems to have a mental game on lock, and she seems to be holding a lot of chips in her hands. She's won MVP twice.
So Victoria, you're the only one safe tonight. You know, everyone else has been paranoid about lies. You have a lot of influence. Is your opinion different from the others in terms of what you do this week?
I completely agree with what Terry and Zack said. We need to get rid of the biggest social threat, the person who probably will get the most votes at the end. I didn't play Survivor. I didn't come to play Survivor to get like third place. I'm playing Survivor to win.
12th person voted out of Survivor Terrapin Trials, and the 6th member of our jury, Zach.
Coming in with these friendships, you know that there's a point where you're gonna have to tackle it and see what's more important to you, like the friendship or, you know, playing a strategic game. And Terry and I, you know, we've been pretty close throughout, but I also knew that Zach was a threat coming in because he had an alliance with Terry as well. And so for me, that was strategic for me to really play a better game and get rid of someone who I wasn't as confident about beating at the end. Wow, yeah, it feels really good. You know, coming in, starting Survivor, I wouldn't have said that, you know, I could have made it this far. As I kept going with the game, I definitely felt that I wanted to go all the way to the end and I wanted to win it. And so having made that choice, I definitely need to be strategic, and there are going to be challenges coming up, and I know that for a fact being in the final three, and it's, you know, at this point I need to play the best game for me and not really think about what could potentially be otherwise. I definitely want to go with Terry. We've both agreed that Foluke, if she were to win, she would be the biggest wild card. I know I would be more confident sitting next to Terry, and I think Terry would probably feel the same way. And I think for the both of us, it would be the best decision to take each other instead of, you know, giving Foluke a chance and really, you know, throwing it up in the air for her. We definitely can't let Foluke win this challenge.
I just met with Victoria to come up with a plan for tonight's challenge, but she was very disinterested. I wanted her to want me to win, so that whatever. Doesn't matter what I wanted, because apparently we're all living in Victoria's world, and she's just complacent because she knows she's going to be in the final two regardless, because Terry wants her in the final two, and I want her in the final two, so she's lucky I want a girl to win, or else she's really irritating me right now, but that's okay. I remember the days when Victoria would have done anything for me. I remember the days when, you know, it was, oh, Fluke, you didn't have to save me. Oh, Fluke, I just want you to know that I am down for anything to get you to win. Everyone should be careful if I win today. That's all I'm gonna say. I believe in Terry and I would take him, but I emphasize my word, and my word is to Victoria. So I knew that Terry would be the hardest person to crack because he has so much pride, but Victoria didn't need to crack because Terry was gonna take her and I'm gonna take her, so it doesn't really matter. It only matters for me because, not that I don't trust Victoria, but my goal is to get her to the end. It's not necessarily her goal to get me to the end, which is why I'm staying here. I said I was gonna quit, and then she was like, don't quit. And then I was like, fine, then my purpose is to get you to the end because I don't wanna reward my negative behavior and my negative actions and I just didn't like who I was becoming. Like, I felt really bad when I didn't give Marissa the idol, so I felt like that was my opportunity to do something selfless, and this is my opportunity to do something selfless.
So Victoria, why aren't you just dropping?
I don't think there's any easy way to say this, but
She doesn't trust me, which is hurtful, but it's okay.
I mean, a big part of it is also I played this entire game to win, and I don't want to go to the final jury, expecting that I'll get second place. And I feel like if I were sitting next to you, you would definitely win because you...
But I already told you I would tell people if they want me to win, they would vote for you.
But you can tell people that, but that's not the way they're gonna act.
That's up to you. Also, I'd like to win a challenge. And also, even though I'm all like, oh, Victoria, I want you to win all this stuff, and even though you hurt me, trust you at the beginning said that you would do anything for me to win. Which, I'm not asking you to have me win the whole thing. I just want to win this challenge because I haven't won freaking immunity. And honestly, just want to be in the final 2. And then, that's good enough for me. At least my time was validated. Did I not say I was about a girl winning? So why would I take the chance in having Terry come with me if I said I was about a girl winning? That doesn't make sense. It's saying I believe in myself more than I believe in my gender, basically. I'm tired of being a hypocrite. So nah. So while you pissed me off and you and my roommate are closer than me and whatever, me and you, even though she could sit in her fucking beanbag and talk about how stupid Survivor is, and yet she's, oh, I'm not gonna be in it, but then sit there and talk to you about it, okay. In my room, where I sleep, and her shit is all over the floor, like, if she doesn't, okay, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it, because she's gonna be a successful person, and you know what, I'm gonna be successful in another way, but it is not gonna be aligned with her.
I feel like the issue is me and Mimi are more alike than you and I, which is why...
Cool. Be about it. This isn't about your friendship with Mimi. That's not the thing. That's why I'm saying I'm upset, because now, on top of everything else, that's the ultimate cherry on top. It's one thing for me to sit in my room and y'all are laughing next door and being fucking obnoxious and throwing all things up in whatever. But it's another for me to be paranoid in my mind. I'd rather be paranoid in my mind. But you know what? I'd rather you told me, but now it just validates the fact that I don't mean anything to anybody on our floor, and that's okay.
That's not the case either.
Well, you know what? It's the case when it doesn't mean anything for you to come and talk to me about it. It's the case when you go and talk to Mimi about it. That's the case. And you know what? That doesn't affect whether I'm going to take you to the end, because I already said I'm about what I'm about. But honestly, I'm angry, and I'm not even surprised.
For me, to be honest, I don't really see how those two are related. Because
they're not related to what we're doing here. They're related to the fact that I am angry and disappointed. Because that's what you told me, and I'm reacting. And I'm a reactive person. And Lord knows, I need work.
and I need help, and that's why I'm trying to be selfless, and that's why he is testing me. But what can I do? Nothing, because you know what the worst part is? You are like Mimi because neither of you say sorry. You have not once apologized. And meant it. Siyahamba. Siyahambe kukayen kwenko. Siyahambe kukayen kwenkayen kwenko. Siyahamba. Hamba siyahamba. Sitting here with someone who doesn't at all like me. Decisions I made in the game were based on friendship. With this person, I don't say anybody in particular, but with this person, makes me just think, why shouldn't I take Terry instead? Even though it's all for feminism and everything, why shouldn't I take Terry?
I don't see me playing a game as indicative of me as a person. And, you know, maybe...
I'm not talking about you as a person. If you feel that type of way, it must be some type of personal feeling that you're getting. I'm saying in the game, why not take Terry? You both are equally unliked.
No,
even though Terry might be more liked than you.
I actually completely agree. I feel like you... If I were to drop, I would much rather you take Terry. Like, I...
Why?
What do you mean, why?
Why should I take Terry?
Because he deserves it.
How does Terry deserve? If you want it so bad and you were willing to risk all these things, why should I take Terry over you?
Yeah, if I'm at the end.
So that means I mean less to you now than winning.
I'm sorry, what?
You don't want me to take you to sever whatever bond we made in a relationship. So you're willing to give up the thing you fought so hard to ruin our friendship over? So that means I mean even less.
That's not what I'm saying.
But that's what I'm hearing. That means I mean even less to you than what you literally sacrificed. Or maybe it wasn't ever real. Maybe we walked in and you're like, let me just, you know, deal with this woman next door because I like her roommate. Maybe that was it. So that's cool. And then you saw me walk down the stairs and you said, okay, I can use her because she's gullible. So, well, I mean, I'm not here to chew you out. I'm not going to yell at you. More
like
power
right
to
now,
you.
No matter what I say, you're not going to really hear what I'm saying.
If you said sorry and meant it.
What do I have to apologize for? I'm not going
There
to
it
apologize
is.
for my actions in the game because I'm playing a certain way.
Have you done anything outside the game you'd like to apologize for or no? Because that's fine. If you don't think there's anything to apologize for, then this isn't really a symptom. It's more, it's not a problem, but it's a problem of our relationship. See, our relationship this game isn't a symptom of our relationship then. It's the games that you've been playing. So it would be the problem. And we would need to come up with a cure. So like, you have to go to the root of the problem.
Outside of the game, I don't feel like I have anything to apologize for.
Okay, then don't. I'm not. You said what could I say, and that would be it. But because that would show remorse. But if you don't, then it's not. I'm not trying to guilt you into saying sorry. You said what would I want to hear, and that's what I would want to hear. But I don't want you to say it because I want you to say it, and I don't want to be played by you saying it. So I'm glad at least you have some shrivel of respect enough not to lie to my face even more. That's all.
Victoria, are you gonna win this challenge?
I'd like to.
Foluke, are you gonna win this challenge?
I've already lost at life, Steve, so why not win the challenge? At least on my tombstone they can say, she won the Survivor Final Challenge. Oh, who are we talking to? There's nobody at her funeral. That's what my tombstone will say. And then it'll say, peace, love, Beyonce.
It's funny, that's what mine was gonna say too.
I'm not gonna be out here. I'm not gonna do it.
The question is, will she still beg for me to take her?
Foluke, Victoria drops, she goes home. Is it as simple as that?
I don't think it's as simple as that, but if she
I'll make
thinks
it
it's
as
as
simple
simple,
as that.
I guess she's quitting. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, if I drop off. I mean, I feel like it's becoming a lot more personal than I want it to be. And I want to win, yes, but especially now, I want to win because I put out that effort. I took myself to the end, not because someone else feels some obligation to take me.
I feel funny about that word obligation. I make my friends a priority. I make my topics a priority. I make what I stand for a priority, and they are not an obligation. But if that's how she feels, then fine, because if she does go to the end, it's because it's a priority for me to have a girl win. Fine. At least she can spend more time with her good friend.
I need to use the bathroom.
Are you about to drop?
Yeah. So.
Victoria drops. Foluke wins immunity. Congratulations, Foluke. You are guaranteed a spot in the final 2.
It was basically just me and Foluke just standing up there, and the whole time she was just attacking me from a personal standpoint. You know, if I really felt like I wanted to stay in it, let's be real, like I would have done anything, but I needed to get out of that situation. So the fact that Foluke was attacking me during the challenge and attacking me from a very personal standpoint was very hurtful, and I still am really hurt by it. And it's made things a lot more difficult for me because throughout I've really tried to separate the game and separate life. And when she said that, you know, I really didn't and I ruined a friendship for her, it was really painful, and I didn't know what to do about it.
I deserve to be in the top 2. Victoria does not deserve to be in the top 2 because she rode me through the whole season and then showed how ugly her colors truly were. I can't just put Victoria in that secondary spot. She doesn't deserve to be in that secondary spot. She doesn't deserve to be top 2. She barely deserves to be post-merge, TBH. All I ask from you is complete honesty. That means 100%. I don't accept 99. I don't accept 98%. And I don't accept that BS type of friendship that she's trying to give me, because I deserve a higher quality of friend. Not ally, not game strategist, co-partner, whatever. Friend.
You know, at this point where I'm still so hurt by what she said to me, and I'm so hurt that the fact that she came at me in a very personal manner in a setting that wasn't supposed to be so personal, I don't think at this moment I could be friends with her. But, you know, people can change, and in the future, we'll see. But right now, I would say no. I wouldn't be able to be friends with her.
So, Victoria, Terry left after that. What kind of conversations were there?
I mean, there were obviously more conversations between me and Foluke, but I don't think, you know, the fact that she did make that deal with Terry, if Foluke, throughout this game, Foluke's image has been that she's loyal and she stays true to her word. And I feel like at this vote, if she wants to continue that image and go in front of the jury and say that she's stayed true to her word this whole entire time, she should take Terry to the end because she made that deal with him. Even though we had conversations, they weren't exactly positive conversations, and I do not want to go back and talk about those conversations again. And so, you know, at this point,
because we run away from our problems.
You know, at this point, there's no reason for her to.
So, Victoria, how much have moves you made in the game been about the game versus about personal relationships?
All the moves I've made have 100% been about the game. Because even though we had prior relationships, I came into the game and I didn't feel like I had that close of a relationship with anyone. I was playing 100% for myself, and every move that I made, it was whether that person would be a threat to me in the future, closer to the end, when there were less people left in the game. You know, if Foluke wants to see it as a personal move, then fine. I can accept that, but none of my intentions were personal, and 100% was always about survival.
Yeah.
In terms of, you know, everything she did, all this stuff, when you're gonna cry on your bed and say, oh, Foluke, I'm gonna do anything for you to win, all this type of stuff, thank you so much for saving me, let's work together, that's obvious. That's when I saved you and you were like, boo-hoo. It's just a difference of personality, really. Victoria went in and she had her guard up. I didn't. So when she made an alliance with me, it was in her plan. It was, I'm going to make the best move for me to get to the end, and that just proves to me that she never really believed that I would be sitting here, which is fine, because I am.
But at the same time, why does it reflect badly on Victoria that she signed up for a game and tried to get to the end?
It's not about trying to get to the end. If Terry's trying to get to the end, I have no problems with Terry. It's how you go about getting to the end. If I lost to Victoria, I'd be like, oh, she outsnaked me, congratulations, whatever. You know, use the $100 in Nicaragua, it's probably going to go really far.
You said earlier on in this tribal that you feel like it's the time that you should believe more in yourself.
Girl, I've already made my decision. You're going home, okay? I'm just answering Austin's question.
All right. I think it is time to vote. Victoria and Terry, your votes would cancel out. You guys can only vote for each other because Foluke is safe. Foluke, are you giving immunity tonight?
Yeah.
Okay, so...
But, wouldn't it be funny if I gave it to Victoria since she wants to go home so badly? But I'm not going to do that.
All right. So Foluke, it is your time to vote. Your vote is the only one that counts. Yeah, we're gonna go.
I just want to say a simple I'm sorry means a lot. When you apologize to someone, it means that you think they're worth an apology. That, whatever, you don't have to be friends with somebody to say I'm sorry. You could say I'm sorry to a stranger. You bump into them on the subway, you say I'm sorry.
Should I send Victoria home? Because then if I don't send Victoria home, then I'm making her madder.
Alright, once the vote is read, the decision is final. Person voting out will be asked to the tribal council area immediately. I'll read the vote. 14th person voted out as survivor of Terrapin Trials, and the 7th and final member of our jury, Victoria. Victoria, the tribe has spoken. It's time for you to go.
I definitely have gained so much out of this game that I really didn't expect to get. I think I do really understand myself more as a person. I understand my strengths, but more importantly, I understand places where I'm failing. In this game, I think I played a very strategic game that completely neglected the social aspects of maintaining relationships with people. And I'm very saddened that there are a lot of people in this game who hate me at this point, and I hope that me getting voted out, being the last member of the jury, will give them some sort of closure, knowing that, hey, even though, I played this game, I also not invincible, I can get voted off. For anyone who is willing, I'd very happily go to coffee, go to dinner with someone, talk about our strategy and bond as a person outside of Survivor. I've definitely gotten a lot from this game, and I'm really happy to have played this whole entire semester. So thank you for giving me this opportunity. So I guess my vote's pretty much set right now. So, Terry, we've had this really good relationship for most of the game. I'm 100% going to vote. So, Foluke, during that last immunity challenge, you gave Terry the promise that you would take him to the end if you won. And then when he walked off, you said, oh, but I gave my word to Victoria, I would take her to the end. And then an hour later, you start talking to me about something that's completely unrelated to Survivor. You were talking on a personal level. I was wondering, you said there was something that you wanted me to apologize about, and I still don't see it. What do you want me to apologize about? Since you put it out there, just put it all out there.
To me, it was just wanting to know that I was worth the apology, that the friendship that we had and I felt like we developed was actually real, and that seeing that you hurt someone, even if you don't understand where you're coming from, you can still understand that you hurt them and apologize. You keep telling me it's just a game, but then you look at me like you literally want to kill me. And I wanted to punch you in the face at times, but I didn't because I know that's not the right thing to do, but I've never wanted to kill you. And so if you did something in the game and you came back and were like, hey, yo, sorry, I had to make a move for myself, and laughed it off, and we could have been like, all right, then it is a game. But when you walk around and you mean mug me everywhere and you give me these death stares, it makes me think it's not a game, that it is personal.
Well, for me, it wasn't personal until you made it personal.
I just felt like you made it personal when you decided to use my roommate against me.
Excuse me? That's something completely irrelevant.
I think the issue with you is that in this game, you think that you have control over every single person. The thing is, I think every time you've actually tried to strategize, it failed. With Marissa, I told you what was going to happen. Zach told you what was going to happen, and still you couldn't save someone in your alliance.
I tried to be trustworthy even when it was hard, even in a game that doesn't rely necessarily on, swinging hand in hand, frolicking over bushes and mountains to the end with your bestie. That's how I pivoted. That's how I moved about the game, and I tried to surround myself with people that
failed in your strategy.
Okay, well, that's your opinion, and you already said you're voting for Terry. You seem to have a very strong opinion of how I did or did not fulfill the rules of the game, and I'm sorry you see it that way. I've spoken my piece, and that's all I have to say.
I've been a really strategic player this whole entire game. All of my moves have been strategic, and I think Terry played a better game in terms of strategy. But, it would have been cool to see a girl win, and I was pretty much for the girl alliance, but once Foluke did that, she lost my respect, so I'm voting for Terry.
The winner of Survivor Terrapin Trials.
That Terry really deserves everything that he's done in this game. Going to the end, I'm very proud of him. I think I've been one of the people who've really been able to interact with him throughout the entire thing, and see really his strategy and see his motivations. And I think Terry's a very, very unique, genuine person, and I'm really happy for him that he was able to pledge and play Survivor at the same time and still do so well.